Hi, good morning. What do we need to do today? We need to remember whom we are and why, that we are part of the journey of eternity. And if we're lucky, know that we have some sense of responsibility to ourselves and to those we love and those that we are friendly with, those we work with, our communities. But more than anything else, we just need to remember we are here now, alive. Yes, better to remember and know that one is a bundle of miracles. This is a way to begin. This is a way to reinforce the basic knowledge that one possesses. This is a way of finding one's foundation upon which you can build your mental and physical landscape for the day. Otherwise, you may be helter-skelter. You may be just lost. You may be on automatic pilot, going through the motions of being a husband or a wife or being a father or a mother or being a son or a daughter, a friend. But how much of a friend? Nothing should be taken for granted in this miraculous universe that we're part of. We need to, in my opinion, be as aware and cognizant of everything that we can be, that we can accept whom we are and work toward improving, becoming a better human being, exemplifying the traits and characteristics, the virtues we know are worthy, that have been spoken about and written about for at least thousands of years, if not longer. Recorded history goes 5,000, 10,000 years. This is what it's about. One way to do this, of many ways, is to just remember all of the attributes of our own physical being, or at least a few of them: our breath, our pulse, the shimmering of our body's life energy, the heat that is emanated from our muscular activities. This is a great way to begin one's day. You need nothing else but to rely on your own remembering when you open your eyes. Find and determine what you want to accomplish, what you want to say to yourself as you begin your day. Possibly a sacred saying of some nature. I have found that this is very helpful to me. Perhaps you will find it this way also. That's not to say that if you have a favorite mantra or a favorite prayer, genuine and authentic for you, then use it. Realizing one's nature in the context of being where and when and what and why and who and how you are, the 5 W's and 1 H, is a tremendous advantage because you know where you are. You can then postulate, you can subscribe to the idea that you want to accomplish things, that you want to create goals, aspirations for where you want to go in time as it is progressing and as the universe is constantly changing. You're not proceeding aimlessly, perhaps in circles, or even going backward, but you are making every effort, every intention to master one's own being, in every way. It is a choice. And it is a choice we make every moment. It is something that needs to be reconfirmed. It needs to be reinvigorated in ourselves every day, as often as possible in one's day, to be more, to take advantage of this changing environment we find ourselves in called life, being comfortable, at ease, with a sense of kindness and hospitality for one's own being. Yes, of compassion, of gentleness towards one's own being, and expanding this as one finds it in themselves, then taking this to your significant others and expanding it again. You arrive at work with a smile, not with a frown. You arrive wherever it may be with a sense of hope, with a sense of basic accomplishment for your beginning. Finding one's foundation is a great goal to attain through one's day. There is nothing better than to know thyself. Isn't this the goal? To thine own self be true. Yes, of course. Seek, and ye shall find. You need ask the questions to have the answers arrive. Yes, it's true. It is why we are here together. These things. So we find our comfortable postures. We're undisturbed. And we're thinking about these subjects, this subject matter that we're discussing. And you are taking the time to witness your own physical processes, your breathing, and finding a sense of calm, a sense of a friend never lets you down, that is always there for you. And you remember your pulse. And similarly, this process of circulation never lets you down, but is always there. It is part of one's foundation, these two processes, right or wrong. And they also, because we know that people have health problems, etc., but it is in part our responsibility to what? To not put things into our lungs that are potentially hazardous for them. Yes? It is to keep one's arteries and veins clear by making sure we don't consume foods too often. We need to be moderate in what we eat or drink. Hello? We have the tools, the keys, the knowledge. We have the virtue, the discipline, the perseverance, the strength, the consistency. We have these. Everything is before us, grasping it from your foundation of strength. All of us, me too, doing this every day, in every way that we can, being accepting and working on improving little steps, one by one at a time. Sometimes you can do 2 or 3. It's a beautiful thing. And remembering, What these two processes of breathing and pulsing do, they help sustain and maintain our life force, our energy. So remembering our shimmering, quaking, vibrating, ecstatic being as our 37 trillion cells shake, rattle, and roll, baby, dancing, celebrating the essence of life. This is what we're wanting to accomplish. No games, straightforward. It's for free. Doesn't cost anything but a little bit of one's time. Once we get rolling in the morning, whenever your morning is, whatever your schedule dictates, then it's just a few moments remembering again and again and again, just like your breath flowing, just like one's pulse flowing, one after another. This is what people talk about: self-realization, self-illumination, revelation. This is what it is. It is inside of ourselves. All of these things we know. Do it now. If you have any questions or comments, I would appreciate you sharing them with me. If you look down at the bottom of my Buzzsprout, you'll see that I have a website listed. I welcome you to take a look. I have a few blogs there. I've got a lot of blogs, but I haven't posted them. Maybe hundreds, maybe even thousands. All right, have a nice day. God bless all of us. Namaste.